Hello everyone, I am Esh. Welcome back to Esh Survives Agrarian Skies, the Skyblock. And yes, if you're wondering, man, he looks a little bit different. It's because I'm wearing a skeleton head. Because it's my motto, I think, in life, that if someone's giving you a lot of shit, the only way to make sure they don't, sort of like make them stop, put a barrier between you and the negativity, is to just decapitate them and basically wear their head as a mask. So, that said, with that little life nugget out of the way, I am back inside, and I'm going to show you guys a few things that I've done since the last episode. Last time we finished up our cobble gin, and we decided a few things. This time, I've added 2 crafting stations to our kitchen area, and I put the juicer in one and the bakeware in the other, so that it's easy to make juice, and I don't have to carry the juicer around with me and risk dropping it off of the edge with my corpse, basically. So I don't die. Basically, what I'm saying is I don't want to die with that in my inventory. Sorry about that, man. Something's happened inside of me, guys. Something is happening inside of me. So what else? See here. I added. I don't know if some of the stuff may have already known. I can't remember what exactly happened last episode compared to this episode. I do know that I've upgraded our crucible with lava instead of a torch heating it, so it should go double the speed of melting down things. Let's see. I should probably get this book out. Quest book here. Let's see. I used the barrel that we've had forever from a quest reward to start storing our cobble. I've got a stack and almost 2 stacks of cobble in there. Let's see. I've got a dirt block. Working on a dirt block because we've still got to just continually make dirt blocks for now. And I've upgraded the thing here. Make a watering can still on there. Acquire iron ore. Sieve gravel still on there. Monster killer farm still on there. Make pork farm is new. Need carrots is new because, let me show you something exciting. I am aroused just thinking about it. Another pig showed up, guys. Another pig. They're over there hanging out. They still haven't, had intercourse. And that's unfortunate. But obviously they don't do that on their own. We're going to have to get some carrots to make them mate. I've got good old Clucky. That's a terrible name for a chicken. We're going to call him Ricardo Montalban. He is in a new little pen for himself because I wanted to be able to easily access any eggs he might lay. So you can just walk up to the fence, suck them up, and then toss them in to this new area where we're going to keep our chicken. Also, I'm probably going to add a, once we get the materials, I want to add a, what are those things called? Hopper? A hopper down there. Is that what they're called? I feel like that's a name for it, but it may not be called that. Put it down there so it drops any eggs that drop will go into it and maybe go into a chest. And that's the plan. Eventually, and the reason we want a pork farm, I call that instead of a pig farm, is because now that we have 2, we're going to be able to make multiples over and over again. One thing to have their own little area. Look at these trees. It's a massive tree. I'm never going to cut this tree down. Jesus. Okay, anything else? Well, there's a reason I've avoided looking over to the other part of the island, because it's something big going on over there. And I'm going to look down at the ground, hope I don't plummet off the edge. The other thing I've done is upgraded the cobblestone generator here with some cobblestone, ironically. I've added another layer to the edges because the cobble kept landing on the wall, and now I have to get up there and get it. So now I've blocked it off so they can't land on there. I put a block over the lava so that it's about a 1 in 10 chance it'll fall into the lava rather than a 50-50 chance like it was before. It just sort of makes it so that the randomness of where the cobblestone drops, it limits going over this direction. It gives us a more efficient cobble gin. And now for the unveiling. I'm starving to death, so I'm gonna have to wait on that. I did not plan to starve to death, but I am. So I've got 3 toasts, so no big deal. Let's eat some toasts. And there we go. That'll work. I'm going to put the seeds up. And as you can see, I don't know why my voice broke there. I have to tell you guys a secret, actually. I turned 30 years old yesterday. I know. Just put me out of my misery. So anyway, boom! There's a monster platform now up there, man. Hell yeah. I think I have it lit up there enough that it's not going to spawn anything yet. I say that as I literally see a fucking creeper on the wall of it. You know what we're going to do? We're going to sleep and then head up there, because I still have some work to do on it. Let's see, sleeping. So the idea is they'll spawn up there, plummet down, take enough damage not to die, but to almost die, and then we can get last hits on them. So the spiders probably die, but like skeletons and zombies shouldn't. But if they do, we can just raise it down at the bottom a little bit. So I've been making it out of wood. Now the plan initially was... Now the plan initially was to make it out of cobble, but then I realized I have a shit ton of wood planks that I'm never going to use for anything else. So I may as well make the ugliest monster platform ever made, with a mixture of all sorts of really terrible colors. Look at this, they're all pastels, which just makes it look like vomit. Alright, so let's head up there and see how many creepers are up there. Now luckily, for whatever reason, creeper explosions, griefing is off on them, so they don't blow up anything like the blocks. They will blow me up, so I have to be careful. And... oh wow, this pickaxe is pretty good. Just killed it in 2 shots. Okay, so the only thing left to do is to complete the other 2 channels. These are the channels. It's a lower than the other bits, and there's going to be one down this way and one down this way. And what you do is you put water on these 2 blocks on all sides, and the water will flow to the hole, but we've got it calculated 8 blocks so that it doesn't fall into the hole. It just stops right at the hole. So it just pushes. If mobs will spawn up on these parts, and they'll just wander like idiots into the water, and boom, fall into the hole, and then take the fall damage, and we can just easily take them out once that happens. Let's see here. I have to always remind myself where the hole is going to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's going to be starting these 4 blocks will be the hole. So I need to just start cutting this down. I was going to go back and fix this thing to make it more color coded, so it wouldn't look ridiculous like a really terrible camouflage. But now that I'm like finished it pretty much, except for the roof basically, I have no desire to do that. So, alright, pink channel coming up. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so we get to just finish the channels, add the water. Actually, I probably won't add the water until last, because we still have to add the roof. That way, so if I left the roof off, for instance, it would work, but it would only work at night, because that's when the mobs would spawn. With the roof on, obviously, it'll spawn at all times of day, because it's going to be dark nonstop. And over time, we'll upgrade it. We'll make it more automated, or we'll add like a viewing room so we can climb up and check out what's going on inside of it without being attacked, like through a glass wall or something. It will be awesome. So, like for example, we could set up a machine at the bottom that's meant to like kill mobs for us, and then that would suck it up into. It would suck it up into like a chest, so we never have to worry about gathering materials again. But at the beginning, obviously, we're going to have to do this manually. Alright, look at this. All the channels are done except for the block here, which has the ladder. And of course, we're going to have to knock that down. And then we'll have to add like an external ladder that climbs maybe up on to the top of it. I want to finish this while it's still day because I'm knocking these torches down so I can use them for the top, because I don't want them spawning on the top of the building naturally. Alright, so we're going to put one over here in this corner to build off of, like this. There we go. And then the rest we don't need to do anything else with. I am going to make a staircase to the top so that I can go up there and place these torches. Making sure there's not any holes behind me that I'm going to plummet. So once this is done, we'll have an unlimited supply, basically, of things like brains, which is good because we use those for dirt. More importantly, probably the bones, so we can make bone meal all the time, all day, every day. So that's the thing. And let me get this real fast. As you can see, I've made not only a flint pickaxe, Toby the Pick, also a regular flint axe, which I forgot to name, unfortunately, so it's now just called Hatchet. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. So once we do this, and also there's going to be things like string. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get very many Endermen because they don't like the water, so they tend to avoid it. Sometimes they're stupid though, so they just like fall into it like a bunch of fucking idiots. They'll teleport right into my fish pool over there and just disintegrate over time. Which is hilarious for me, but not the best for them, I'm sure. What else will we get from that? Sometimes we'll get armor. See, the thing is, as far as I know, and this is what I read on the wiki, the mobs have two loot drop tables, basically. Some of them don't, some only have one, but a lot of them have two. And one of the tables is for if they die on their own. Just for instance, if they just took fall damage and died, or if they fell into lava, I guess that'd be a thing. But and they'll drop certain items from that. But if a player kills them, then a different loot table for that. So they, for instance, a zombie could drop iron, but probably only if a player killed him. It's sort of like a creeper. If you make a skeleton shoot the creeper, he'll drop a music disc. That's the only way you can get said music disc. So this is good, but you want to make it so that you got to make sure, at least on zombies and skeletons and stuff, that you are the one that takes them out. The final stroke? No, the final blow. That's it. That's the word. Both stroke and blow insinuates something completely different. Wish I could get a good stroke and a good blow, though. I'm talking about killing mobs in Minecraft, of course. So we're almost done. We're almost there. It's getting close. I hope that we don't run out of wood. The closer we get in, though, the fewer blocks are needed for each ring that I'm making. Looks ridiculous, though. Look at it. Jeez. Alright. And how many do we have? We have about 3 more stacks of wood. So we should have enough. And then once we have this is a huge thing. It's sort of like the cobble gin in that it's really simple to make. And we probably should have made it way earlier, but we didn't. Or I didn't. Now granted, it takes well over probably around 1,000 blocks to make this thing. So luckily we got these wood planks for a quest reward really early. So otherwise I would have had to mine cobblestone for hours to get this many blocks. It doesn't seem like it would take that many, but whenever you calculate it up, it's like 400 for the bottom, 400 for the top, and then probably another 400 for the walls. It's ridiculous. This color's nice though. This pink, but what is that? A magenta or something? It's kind of close to burgundy or a rose. Okay, Oh no, this is gonna be dark. This is real dark. I'm gonna knock a hole in the corner. 2 holes. The cousin of 2 chains. And we need to hit F7, and we need to make sure that there's no room for mobs to spawn here.